Based on the cost of living, here are the top 10 most expensive states in America. Our list begins with New Hampshire, coming in at number 10. One of the main reasons is high property taxes, as New Hampshire actually has some of the highest property taxes in the country. The median home price is also well above the national average. And with these high property taxes, owning a home can become quite costly. Renting isn't much easier, with prices driven up by a significant housing shortage. Energy costs are another contributor. New Hampshire residents pay some of the highest electricity rates in the nation. With cold winters, heating bills can skyrocket. Healthcare expenses are another factor, with expensive premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. At number 9, we have New Jersey, where the median home price is significantly higher than the national average. Renting is also pricey. High property taxes, which are the highest in the country, further strain household budgets. Energy costs in New Jersey are another factor. Residents pay about 16 cents per kilowatt hour, making electricity bills a substantial monthly expense. Heating costs can be extremely high, particularly in the winter months. New Jersey's proximity to major metro areas like New York City and Philadelphia also drive up living costs. Commuting expenses, including tolls, gas prices, and public transportation fares, add up quickly. Healthcare in New Jersey is also costly, with premiums and out-of-pocket expenses often exceeding the national average. Groceries and dining out are also pricey, with costs typically 10 to 15% above the national average. At number 8, we have Oregon, where the median home price is significantly above the national average. In cities like Portland, prices are even higher, making homeownership a substantial financial commitment. High property taxes further exacerbate the problem. While Oregon doesn't have a sales tax, the property taxes can be a significant burden for homeowners. Renters face similar challenges, and in recent years, it's only gotten worse. Utilities are another factor, with costs that are well above the national average. With the region's rainy and cooler climate, heating and electricity bills can add up. Healthcare costs in Oregon are also high, as the state has some of the highest healthcare expenses in the nation. Transportation costs further add to the financial strain, as gas prices in Oregon are higher than the national average. At number 7, we have Connecticut, where the median home price keeps climbing. Cities closer to New York City in the southern part of the state, like Stamford and Greenwich, have even steeper prices, making homeownership a significant financial endeavor. Property taxes in Connecticut are among the highest in the nation, adding to the cost. These taxes can cause serious anxiety, especially in towns with high property values. This, of course, has a direct effect on the cost of renting, making renters constantly feel like they're getting squeezed. Utilities also contribute to the high cost of living, as residents pay about 21 cents per kilowatt hour for electricity, one of the highest rates in the nation. Heating costs can be particularly high during the cold winters. Connecticut also has some of the highest healthcare costs in America, with premiums and out-of-pocket expenses making patients feel like they're being extorted. Next up is the state of Washington, coming in at number 6. The median home price in Washington is around $560,000, with Seattle seeing even higher prices, often exceeding $800,000. This steep cost of housing has led to a significant number of residents spending more than 30% of their income on housing, pushing many to the financial brink. The influx of people moving to tech hubs like Seattle and Bellevue has driven up demand for housing and caused rent prices to surge. While Washington has no state income tax, it makes up for this with higher sales and property taxes. Healthcare costs in Washington are another financial strain. The state ranks among the highest for healthcare expenses, with premiums and out-of-pocket costs that can easily cause financial hardships. Maryland comes in at number 5. Its high housing costs are a major factor, especially in areas like Montgomery County and Baltimore. This has resulted in a significant number of residents now forced to spend more than 30% of their income on housing, pushing many into financial hardship. In fact, Maryland has seen a concerning increase in mortgage delinquencies, with many families now facing the threat of foreclosure. To make matters worse, Maryland residents pay some of the highest property taxes in the nation. Additionally, utility costs are substantial, with electricity rates and gas prices way exceeding the national average. Healthcare costs in Maryland are also a prosperity killer, as the state ranks among the highest for healthcare expenses, with premiums and out-of-pocket costs creating so much financial stress that recent reports indicate a rise in stress-related health issues, with many residents feeling the financial squeeze. Massachusetts comes in at number 4, where the housing market has gotten completely out of control. The median home price is now around $500,000, with Boston's median home price often exceeding $700,000. This has led to a notable increase in mortgage delinquencies and foreclosures, as residents struggle to keep up with these high costs. Renters aren't spared either, with the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Boston reaching about $3,000 per month. Massachusetts also has sky-high utility costs, with electricity rates averaging about 23 cents per kilowatt hour, some of the highest in the country. Heating costs can also get crazy, especially during those harsh New England winters. Massachusetts also consistently ranks among the highest in the nation for healthcare, with premiums and out-of-pocket expenses forcing many into the brink of financial disaster. New York comes in at number 3. The Empire State's high cost of living is largely driven by its sky-high housing prices. The median home price in New York City is around $750,000, while Manhattan's median price often exceeds $1 million. This makes homeownership an unattainable dream for many, and as a result, more than 30% of New Yorkers spend over half their income on rent, with average rents for a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan hovering around $4,200 per month. Many residents find themselves in financial despair. Another significant factor is New York's super high taxes. The state has one of the highest income tax rates in the country, with a top marginal rate of 10.9%. Additionally, New York residents face a city income tax of up to 3.87%. Property taxes are also high, and all these taxes can make it seemingly impossible to get ahead. Utilities and transportation costs further exacerbate the high cost of living. New Yorkers pay about 21 cents per kilowatt hour for electricity, among the highest rates in the nation. Commuting costs are another pain point, with monthly transit passes costing over $100. Not to mention the tolls and pesky parking fees for those who drive. The state's healthcare costs also ranks among the highest in America. The financial pressure is seriously no joke, which is evident in the rising number of personal bankruptcies in the state, as recently New York has seen about a 10% increase in bankruptcy filings, reflecting the severe economic stress many residents are under. California comes in at number 2 on our list, in large part due to its outrageously expensive housing market. The median home price in the state is around $700,000, with cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles seeing prices well over $1 million. For millions of residents, this means owning a home is all but impossible, and over 50% of renters spend more than 30% of their income on housing. This is probably the main reason why bankruptcy filings are on the rise. California's taxes have also gotten completely out of hand, with one of the highest income tax rates in the country. Property taxes aren't as bad, but they're compounded by high home values, leading to substantial annual payments. Utilities and transportation costs also don't help, with gas prices among the highest in the country. Healthcare costs in California are also a disaster, consistently ranking among the highest in the country. Premiums and out-of-pocket expenses add another layer of financial pressure. Hawaii tops our list as the number 1 most expensive state in the country, where its stunning beauty comes with a heavy price tag. The median home price in Hawaii is over $800,000, with prices in Honolulu often exceeding $1 million. The high cost of living has led to a notable increase in personal bankruptcies, with many families struggling to keep up with mortgage payments and other living expenses. Even the cost of everyday essentials is significantly higher due to the state's isolation. Groceries and goods are more expensive because most items are imported. Whether you need a gallon of milk or a gallon of gas, chances are you're going to pay a lot more than most Americans on the mainland. Taxes in Hawaii make a tough situation that much worse, with one of the highest income tax rates in the country, including a top marginal rate of 11%. Not to mention Hawaii's general excise tax affects almost all transactions. Utility costs are another budget strain, with electricity rates in Hawaii being some of the highest in the nation, averaging about 30 cents per kilowatt hour due to the reliance on imported oil for power generation. Healthcare costs add further to the financial pressures, with ridiculously high premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. Thank you for making it this far. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.